low could staffing go? You said in there you could be back to 1980 levels?
We're at 1980 levels now. It's difficult to predict. I can predict with a fair degree of accuracy, although sometimes more people leave or less people leave than we might anticipate. But we can predict with some degree of accuracy up to the summer of 2014 where we'll be, because we're not going to be hiring during that period, and we've got a pretty good understanding of how many people are going to leave. Another decision will be made by council and by my board for 2014. But I do know what some of the economic pressures are. In 2014, we have a collective agreement. It's going to add $27 million to my budget. And if that $27 million isn't added to the budget next year, and it may not be, then one of the only ways that we can meet that reduction is through staffing reductions.
Councillor Thompson says you could take the $8 million of surplus and solve the problem that way.
No, I think there's some confusion around that. It is not possible to take any surpluses achieved in previous years and move them forward in the next year's budget. That just can't be done. And money is all returned to the city. I think it's also really important.
Isn't that what he's recommending, though?
I'm not sure what he's recommending. I won't speak for him. I'll let him speak for himself. All I would ask of you is there's an excellent briefing note available. As a matter of fact, I have a copy of it, and I can get a copy, and then I ask that you share it among you, which gives a pretty good explanation as to where those surpluses have been created over the past several years. And they're all, in the main, one-time events where, the price of gas wasn't as high as the city asked us to budget for, and so if we didn't need it, we returned it. And one of the things I have always done as the chief of police for the last 8 years, if there's any money that we are able to save over the course of the year, we return it in its totality to the city. We don't spend it. And so we return it to the city. There were a number of outstanding liabilities that have been set up in the event that we lost an arbitration or a civil suit. I mean, if we won that arbitration, the money that had been set aside to pay for it was given back to the city. There's reconciliation of expenses for the G20, and so that money came to us, and all of that was given back to the city. Where there has been savings achieved as a result of sustainable changes that we've made in the organization, we've incorporated that into the following year's budget. So it isn't like there's no pot of gold hidden under the stairs at police headquarters. I mean, I can tell you that when we are able to save money, we return it to the city, and if those savings are sustainable, they're incorporated into our budget, and that has been done.
So you have